You didn't do 60. 1, I did 20. 2, that was only credit for 10. Let's be clear about this. I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I have 25 4-count push-ups remaining, or in the slot right now. Which essentially means 50. Try pull-ups and dips. None. Pull-ups, dips, things like that, maybe at some point. Particularly if I can get a good pull-up bar. I will not do burpees. I will not do anything involving legs. And it's not like a whole leg day joke or whatever. If I could get something to, I don't know, the what are they called where you're just on the ball of the foot and you go up or down? Like the legs and stuff is fine. My knee, particularly my right one, no. I'm not doing anything that would involve straightening out the knee. Sorry guys, there is not a channel viewing point cost that I'm willing to associate with dealing with like 24 to 48 hours of pain on my knee if I do that. So you're not getting 8-count push-ups, you're not getting burpees. Kind of maybe at some point I could do like half jacks, but the one where you actually have to get down on the knee and go up, no. It was like one of those things in the military where I basically said, man, if I never have to do this again, I'll be the happiest person. And I'm in the position to never have to do those again. So I won't. That's how that's going down. 1, 2, 1. This needs to be bigger. I'll say it's that wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wall. And then that allows us to have this back here. This should be put back. So I can have the levers. So what I'm going to do, hold on. I'm gonna have it be behind the military. Build construction floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gap in the front. Wall. Like so. Yeah, I think I'll like that. Burpees are evilness to back issues. He's got those army knees. I mean, that's it. That's basically it. At a certain point, it just becomes make RNG's downstairs neighbor angry for point. I don't have a downstairs neighbor. No, God, no. I have an upstairs one, and technically I think someone's behind that wall. I've never heard them. There's probably not. I've gotten upstairs. That's all I got. Like an actual battle axe, I think it's genius. Also, woodcutting is the only activity that raises testosterone. What? How is woodcutting the only activity that raises testosterone? I mean, it's clearly a lie. Steroid usage is another activity that raises testosterone. Duh. You haven't heard them because they're a serial killer. Well, then that's fine. Me and him will just be pals who mutually pretend the other one doesn't exist. What was I thinking? Yeah, no, I don't have downstairs. The only issue I have is if I get too agitated, waking up the upstairs neighbor. But I've only ever done that like twice in the entire time. And one of them was because I was purposely being allowed to keep TikToks awake during one of his 24-hour plus streams, which was just insanity to begin with. I know wood cutting is a thing. I know people have to cut down trees. Wood cutting is an act of providing for the family. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're not saying wood cutting is a thing. Wood cutting raising testosterone is a thing. That's because they're lumberjacks. The lumberjacks are born that way. They're born that way as a sapling from a freshly cut tree. It pops off a newborn lumberjack with axe in hand, who then proceeds to start chopping up the tiny twigs and sprigs around the wood floor. That's why you end up with so much underbrush. It's just because of the baby lumberjacks having their way with tiny trees. Point at one lumberjack that's not jacked. Well, you can't. You need to be jacked for that job. You have to be able to cut down the tree. Born with a beard and an axe, flannel is their skin. They smell like fresh pine. But yes, no. If I were to expand what I'm doing, which I might, not against the idea. I would probably want something better though. I kind of want to like redo this room. Now I know previously, like I'd redone the room quite a few times, but it's always like in search for an optimal orientation, we'll say. Like the reason why this even got rotated this way was so the mic would stop picking up the AC, because the mic was good at preventing noise from the sides and particularly behind it. So the AC is now behind me, not slightly in front of the camera. Mic. I barely have any sound panels in here. The only sound panel I have is now oriented to the right of the mic, which I think actually helped it, because that would be a natural echo area back. But no, I want to get some proper things. I'd still definitely want to get a third monitor over here for chat, because normally it's kind of like where I have the camera set up. So right now I have chat way over here, and I always look like I'm talking at no one when you're over there. Who could have seen? Real issue though is that the camera's over here, not over there. The camera's over here, not over there, because I can do this. And this just looks like I'm bopping, but I'm shaking the entire desk. I've got the camera mounted to a completely different thing, so nothing I do to the table can shake the camera. Go back to shaking the monitor and it looking like I'm just freaking out in front of the camera. I don't know why that was my idea. Look, I can do something. The camera doesn't move. Doodle-a-doodle-a-doo. No, that doesn't prove anything. But yeah, no, the camera's on a mounted to a completely different piece of furniture. That's why it's over there to the right. I also want to get rid of that furniture. I don't even use that furniture for anything other than to mount the camera. This is so dumb. Come on, boys and girls. Act like your camera's mounted to a completely different piece of furniture. Just all the kids around the nation just start going, honey, I think our child's possessed. They keep doing the where's the furniture wiggle. We don't even know what that means. Take on wood cutting. Need to channel that energy. Is caps lock on? Build. Why is keyboard not working? B key. Oh, caps lock is on. It was num lock that was off. How did num lock get off? There we go. I'm like hitting B, nothing was happening. Build construction floor. I have, how do I word this correctly? I have nothing against the idea of wood cutting. However, there is a known inadequacy that I have with tools, and that is I break them. I'm not allowed to touch tools. If it's not like simple computer electronics, possibly even welding, like not welding, soldering things, I'm not allowed to touch tools. I'm just very unlucky, and they always seem to break in my hands. Is this still Dwarf Fortress stream? Yes! Look at the fortress and the dwarves. What more dwarf fortressing do you want from life? Your very life has brought you to this moment, so that you can be filled with the glories of dwarven forts. By the way, have we made the blocks or the bricks in the meantime? I've been waiting the entire time for them to make chalk blocks. There we go. Remember that? Remember when the whole purpose of today was to build an entire floor over here and we haven't even gotten the ramps up yet? Good times. Good times. Ah. So dwarf, very fort. What's more dwarf fortress than hating trees and wanting to cut them all? This is true. Just because I want the mud to go away. Clean map. Map. Mud. Thank you. Game looks way better. Granted, we're just gonna get mud again as soon as the water moves, but at least it's not like red bloody shit all the way over here. Looking bad. Ooh. But yeah, no. I break tools. I break lots of tools. I think I've been over this before, but in the military, there was essentially a standing order that I was not allowed to fix or try to fix things, depending upon which unit I was in. I've broken vices. I've broken breaker bars. I have broken pliers. I've broken lots of tools. Me and tools just. How did you end up down there? And how did you end up drowned? I thought we'd sorted this out. Pull the lever to turn the water off. Anyone is free to pull this lever. No rush. Only someone's life hanging in the balance. That's okay. Take your sweet time. Who the fuck is going to pull this lever? Who is AJ797 is pulling the lever, Kronk. Oh, the LRAD, the police equipment that was in the news semi-recently for being a horrible weapon, and they're using it on the rioters, and I'm louder than it. I'm louder than it. Not technically. Its raw DB thing is probably higher than whatever I could achieve. But I can be heard over it. To be clear about that, I can be heard over in LRAD. We had upper ranked people come running over one day because they thought something bad was happening. Just because I was being a jackass and screaming over an LRAD, and they heard me screaming, and they thought if someone's screaming that loudly, someone's dead. Like an accident has happened, loss of life, limb, or eyesight. Something bad has truly happened, because otherwise, how or why could anyone be that loud? It is an impossibility to get that loud without what's the term? Hysterical strength or whatever it is. About hysterical strength being applied to the lungs. No, it's just me being a jackass. Was training to scream the loudest. It was no joke. It was one of the few things that would keep me motivated during multi-mile runs. Because every now and then you would end up with the whole battalion's gonna do a run together. You're gonna have all the little companies. You're gonna have all the batteries get together, and they're all gonna go for a 10-mile run. We're gonna run up this road, and we're gonna run that road, and we're gonna run up this other road, and let's run around the hill, and let's run up this road. We do this for camaraderie, we think. Oh, who fucking knows why the hell you do that nonsense. But what always ends up happening is every battery commander, so battalion, battery, 4 to 5 batteries in one battalion. The batteries are all like, oh, the battery commander's always like, we want to prove that ours is the bestest battery in the battalion. All the other battalions, they're weak, but our battery is the best battery. You must scream for my enjoyment, for if they can hear me over all the other batteries, then our batteries are the bestest batteries. So they keep encouraging you, rather non-effectively, to do cadence and do it loud and stay in formation and be happier, and do it louder and be happier and stay in formation and be louder and do it happier. So literally what I just end up doing is let's be as loud as I possibly could be. And I could, while maintaining the pace, more often than not. I would just slowly deafen the people in front of me. I'd literally just make them drop out of the formation because I was screaming in their ears so loud. It's the funniest damn shit. Hello again. I just got back from a walk. Our neighborhood is cool Christmas lights. Cool beans. Wait, I always read Art of Stuttering, like an old English way, like his name is Art, but he is from Stuttering. Anything major happened within the last 30 or so minutes? Not much. We just discussed the meaning of life, how you can truly achieve immortality. I proved that I was over 200 years old, and we already scrubbed that from the VOD, so we're not gonna let that information get out. This is kind of one of those first 100 people type situations. Sorry you missed it. Maybe I'll catch you back on the next life. What? What is going on? Yep. We finally solved the issue 42 being the answer to life, the universe, and everything. And no, I really do stutter. Maybe you're good at beatboxing. No, you've got to do scatting. You must now scat. I demand you scat your way across the country of your choice. For those of you who don't know and are wondering if I'm talking about some weird, sick pervert thing, no. There is I'm guessing it's an actual art of itself. I've only heard of one person doing it, called scatting. It's just like a weird jazz style of rapping, I guess. But there was an artist, I'll call him, called Scatman John, and he had a horrible stutter. Oh, the second guy was found dead too. Huzzah. He had a horrible stutter. But he could scat fantastically. And he even had a song about that. Is why do people always think you're lying? People always say that you stutter. And one of his lines is, well, the thing is, the stutter and the scat is the same to you, so I'm the scat man or something like that. It's like an actual line in his song. And also Samuel L. Jackson, he did the same thing. Dude had a bad stutter. The only thing Samuel L. Jackson could say without stuttering, so that's what he practiced on, was motherfucker. That's no joke. Go look it up. That's why that's his catchphrase. He had a horrible stutter, and the only word that he could say without stuttering was motherfucker. So he just practiced saying motherfucker. That's why he's so good at saying motherfucker. Well, no, there's 3, isn't there? Because you're trying to do the different drums. There's boots, cats, and piss for the other drum thing. You're talking about boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and beasts and beasts and boots and cats. You gotta have that weird third drum, whatever it's called. The metal one, the tambourine, but not. Tambourine? The cymbal, but not. The horizontal cymbal that's lazy. The lazy cymbal, you hit the thing and it falls a little bit. You know what I'm talking about, the lazy symbol of gravity. The hill is very slow going. We are doing other projects at the same time, which is probably not the best idea, but the hill is going just very, very slowly. If it is anything like the last layer of the hill, though to be fair, this is the last layer of the hill we need to do right now. If it's anything like the last layer of the hill, this will be done in February. I hope it doesn't take that long. It shouldn't. Genuine worst case scenario is 2 more streams. We still have like 3.5 hours though. I think we're gonna make decent progress at the beginning of this hill at the very least. It was just extremely delayed due to other, we'll say, extenuating circumstances. I'm the scat man, skibidi-bidi-dip, yun-da-da-dut, yun-da-da-dut. And a stutter only applies a speech, symbol, lord, hi-hat. Market calendars for February, ladies and gentlemen. The reason I'm talking about the whole drum beating thing is because for the longest time, some kid was beating the drum in the army, and various beats meant various orders, and it can be heard. Yeah, we still kind of do that, ish, kind of. We just have different ways to convey different messages. In Patriot, we have, I'm not going to go over individual actual things, but there's a thing that's the external alarm, and it goes boop. When you hold the button, it just makes a horn outside go, and you would do it like different boops for here comes a missile, we're all going to die. Don't worry, friends, I handled the missile. Be aware, we're doing an air battle right now. Be aware the radar is beaming. So if you're in front of it, you're now sterile. Like we had boops for different things. So you still do it for different nonsense, but let's tone that down a little bit before I do this. The forgotten beast, Galkaro here das loot. Let me reread that. The forgotten beast, Galka Rohir the Slut, has come. A gigantic hairy tick. It has 4 long curving horns and it has a bloated body. Its sepia hair is short and even. Beware its poisonous gas. There you go. That's the proper name. Galka Rohir the Slut. After all, there's not a second vowel. It's gotta be the slut. It wasn't OO, it was just UT. That's the slut. Booping. It seems the booping summoned a beast. The mightiest of sluts. By the power of grace, slut. What I need to do is I need to fix the drain. Question is how? Oh good, an Elven caravan has arrived. My favorite. Need to make sure people can't drown. Oh, I remember, I never did it. I have an anti-drowning system. I never finished it. I got distracted. We need grates. I need like 12 grates. I'm a moron. People are dying for no reason. I already set this up for people to not die. Here's how this is supposed to work. You go down 1 level, and then you go down a 2nd level. The idea is supposed to be that this whole floor is nothing but grates, and the dwarves are stuck on top, and the water goes below. I already had an anti-drowning thing. I just never installed it. I already planned this shit out. You're supposed to be able to walk over to this one to walk out safely. Why did I forget what I was doing? Also, that's way more than 12. Woden. 24 more. Must be a succubus. With science, we have an artifact rate. We do have an artifact grate. I don't know where to put it though. The issue being that it's an artifact grate, and the only people who would see it are people who get sucked down here. It's not gonna do much good. Oh, I know what to do with it. Everyone goes right here. I could install it here, and then it would be a grate to nothing, but it would look pretty. Thadacruel. All hail the might of Thadacruel. Yes, please continue picking up the body parts of all your dead fallen comrades. Remember, it could be you next time, so don't get sucked down. We definitely lost like 2 dwarves to that, though. Yikes. What about using that grate in the waterfall mist thing? I already beat you to it. Everyone walking in or out would see it. Yes, that is a fantastic idea. I agree. Artifact grates are useful because they cannot be destroyed. 13 minutes until push-ups. How are you getting 13? It's like 33. Where are you getting 30? Oh, you're doing it to the hour. So here's the issue. One, some of the recordings I went over on. So, part of my fantastic stream deck, see if I can get this to focus, is a little timer right here. And when it's finished, it glows yellow. That's how I know when I'm supposed to be ready. And I have 33 because I do it when I save, and each recording is supposed to be an hour. It's supposed to be on the hour, but somewhere in there, I recorded one of the hours for an hour and 10, one for an hour and 12. So we've ended up like slowly losing a half an hour. But thank you for trying to make me feel the pain. I appreciate the pain and suffering you wish to instill upon me. Manifest, yes, monsters do not attack up, but a grate can be installed on the same floor and also not be destroyed due to it being an artifact. So I'm putting it there. There is no one below it, so it can't be destroyed from above either. I want the best for you. Good. Good. Fantastic. Now, is that it installed? Because it looks ugly. Yeah, that's it installed. Crowded tin. Crowded tin. Oh, that reminds me. Did one of you guys tell me to watch it? I watched the thing. Someone told me to watch it, and I watched it. Don't you worry. I watched it. SCP video on YouTube was called Overlord. Someone, I believe, suggested I watch it, and I did, and it's amazing. It is, in fact, amazing. It made me question my life and my position in the world. I just need 2 wood doors. I don't really care. SCP Overlord, yeah, it's good. I saw Overlord, and Shark had me watch Dollhouse. They were quite fantastic. If any of y'all watch or read SCP and you have not watched Overlord, I suggest giving it a watch. It is a very, very good video. Just watch all the live actions, dudes. I mean, yes, watch all of them, but Overlord was pretty good. There was another one that I saw. I forget what it was. I saw the one that was Shy Guy 97. I always get their numbers wrong. I saw Shy Guy. Shy Guy was pretty good, but like the thing is, a lot of the other ones, they tend to try to set up the atmosphere of knowing what's happening. Like the Shy Guy one is spooky because you know what's happening and they know what's happening. And one of the characters in the Shy Guy one did like the perfect category D thing. It was amazing. But like Overlord, I like the ones where it's supposed to be the initial scout team and they have no clue what the fuck it is. Like, a bunch of these are a lot more entertaining when it's the idea of SCPs, and you're not like, oh, this is the story mentioned when SCP insert number here did insert event here. It's an actual, when they're scouting it, and it's like the Cthulhu-esque reveal of, oh shit, this is getting bad. Don't get me wrong though, I really like SCPs. I just think those other the videos that are more, what is it? Basically, I don't want to know what the SCP is in the video before I watch it, if that makes sense. I would like to watch and be like, that is spoopy. I wonder. Oh, which, by the way, Dollhouse, fuck that one. In a good way. In a good way. I know earlier I was saying fuck that noise for the VGAs and shit like that. The Dollhouse did the one thing that I genuinely don't like, and they have shit doing the glitch walk in the background. They have something moving when you're not looking at it. Except it's like the other way, so it's not as bad. But if someone's there and then there, it's not as bad as thing behind you, look here, look back, thing gone. But it's close. It's one of those where it's like, no, I'm opening fire. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, straight up. You have those like prank shows where it's like, oh, we're gonna go up in the elevator and the light turns off and it turns back on and there's a ghost in the elevator with you. I've already determined this. I don't think it's true. Like, maybe not. More than likely not. But do I think it's so not true that if I'm presented with something immediately possibly dangerous to me, and the probability at that point that it might be true, I'm going down swinging. I'm blaming the TV company if I ever end up in one of those things where there's like the lights turn off and the lights turn off and there's like a little ghost girl in there. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to snap that thing's neck. I'm trying to like punch it. I'm trying to fucking take it out. Because I already know. You already know you can't escape it. If it is true, I can't get out. I have two options at that point. Either A, it's a prank, and you better believe I'm fucking suing the company. Or B, it's a ghost, and I'm going down swinging. Looks like I'm gonna have to risk suing the company. Feel sorry for the little girl if it turns out it's fake. It was just a prank, man. Say that to her. She's the one that's fucking bleeding. Horror is at its best before you know what the monster is. Yeah, Dark Descent was a prime example of this. Fight and Flight is real, most definitely. I 100% do not read SCPs, but I really enjoy the vids. Yes. Because I've seen some of them, and it's like, oh, God, it's funny when the guy screams, and... No. I'm fighting. And it's not even a, oh, do you think it... Hey.
Do you really think that you're a brave enough man? Do you find yourself filled with such bravery as you would take on the unknown, the corrupt, some might say, the mind-rending?
No, I don't. But I also know that I'm good at stats. And I am enough of a coward that I know running is death, but not running might not be death. So the actual running solution is to fight. You would have to be braver to run. You would have to be braver in that moment to run, because you're assuming whatever the supernatural thing is that's in a tiny room with you doesn't just kill you. You have to be braver to turn your back to the monster. I don't understand that. I don't understand that. It is clearly the only correct solution is to just go down swinging. You're probably going to die. You were going to die anyways. But there is a chance, a small fucking brief chance that whatever it is fucking flabbergasted about what you're doing, and it stops the hunt. It stops whatever the fuck it's doing, and in the moment of its confusion, then you run. You must fight. You cannot win this. Smirt, smooth brain. No, it is smirt, because you're going to die if you run. You are going to die. It is a braver idea to run because the ghost will just kill you. You might as well try. There is no way to survive by running. Can't happen. Like those kids that were randomly running up to old people and punching them and he got bitch slapped by a Marine. SCP's pizza box. Okay, so I bought DRG. You kiddies want to play it? DRG, Deep Rock Galactic. Ah, I see. Kind of like you never run from a lion. Yeah. You're going to die. You know you're going to die. The same thing is like with some animals, not polar bears. The same thing is with some animals. If they think you're going to put up a fight, they'll stop. If they think you're just going to run, they're going to kill you. Put up the fight. During Christmas break, Deep Rock Galactic. Yeah, sure, I could play it sometime. Because you'd look like food during that. Yeah. They've actually tested that one out with the lions. It's the eyeballs. You put shit on the back of your head and the lions don't attack you because they think you're looking at them. Don't order 10 new beds for the new barracks. Except bears. No, only some bears. You have such a powerful voice. Why you know scream Ghostbusters? What? That's how I got banned from the local zoo. No, some bears you do that too. It's if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. If it's white, you're fucking dead. I forget what the rhyme is for polar bears. But brown bears, they'll leave you alone if they just think you're nothing, because they're not like that territorial, or I should say because they are territorial. So if you act like you're going to be defensive, then their derpy asses think, oh, this guy's muscling into my territory. They'll kill you. So yeah, that chance it might be better, but even then running's a bad idea because you'll still spark their I'm a predator instinct. So in that case, lie down, curl up in the ball. Black bear, smaller bear, they just want to scrounge. If they think that there's a fight involved, they're getting the fuck out of there. If it's a polar bear, he was already coming to eat you anyways. You can run, he's gonna eat you. You can fight back. He's wondering why you're giving him the food sooner. You curl up into a ball. He loves food that doesn't try. I think I've seen it suggested multiple times that the best thing to try to do when running from a polar bear is to grab an article of clothing, yank it off and throw it, and hope that confuses the polar bear. Like the polar bear would, like if half of you rips off, the polar bear would just rather eat the half that was left behind. Like the polar bear wants food. The polar bear is going to get to ease your food if it can. So you're just hoping that whatever you take off, the polar bear consumes for food and fucking tries to get that in the amount of time it takes you to get the fuck away. If it's white, say goodnight. Thank you. Yeah, black bears are cowards, usually growler bears. If it's a polar bear, you wonder what the fuck you're doing in the Arctic. Well, so no, here's the thing, is, as Sirlock pointed out, growler bears do the same thing. Polar bears, very rare. It's like 2 families. So it's not like it's its own thing right now. But there have been a couple of cases of polar bears coming down south. Getting a little fricky with some grizzly bears. Gotta make that love. And making grizzly polar bear hybrids that survive in lower altitudes, elevations, further south than polar bears, but are like just as aggressive. So fantastic. Yeah, who is there encountering polar bears? Is there enough of them for that encounter to happen? There are like 2 of them left, both males. Yeah, I said it's not a rather large amount of them, but the fact that they could breed at all has set a dangerous precedent. Because really at this point, if you just want to be like mad scientist like type person, kidnap a grizzly bear, kidnap a polar bear, put in some mosquito pheromones. Hey, fucking no one can resist. Latitudes, thank you. I was close with altitudes. I just had 2 letters wrong. And the plane of direction. Don't fuck with polar bears. I've seen black bears out walking around a couple times. Parents used to have a house in New Hampshire in the woods. They'd see a bear every now and then and just be wandering by. If you wonder if bears shit in the woods, yes, they do. No one is defending the polar bears except Coca-Cola, but they're not rich enough. We got a few in my shop. I work in taxidermy. They are very big and brownish gray color. What, black bears, growlers, or polar bears? What is they? Or what is few? Now, what point does it become endangered? They have the extinct watch list. Like, if two things breed and they make a new type of creature, shouldn't that creature now automatically be like one of the top most endangered species in the world because whatever their children were the only ones? Is there a certain number you have to hit before people care, and then if it gets low, people will complain? These are the questions we need answered. All right, where's Flora Great? There we go. Oh my God. You can't order them all at once. I have to build it out slowly. Fuck my life. The hybrids. Are the growlers the hybrids? Is that the name of the hybrids? Yes. That is the hybrids. Classified as invasive. It's fine if they're invasive. They're still endangered. Not if the parents' populations are so that they can make more. I suppose that makes sense. So what you're saying is, if we kill all the polar bears, growlers become endangered. Haha, finding loopholes in science. It's just a hybrid, like a liger. Liger Zero is the greatest Zoid. Fight me. Extinction has multiple tiers based on the amount of population remaining versus the reproductivity of the species. All right, so what you're saying is we need to get rid of pandas. Gotcha. Because they refuse to reproduce. Absolutely fucking refuse. Even then, they still try to kill their children. Stupid fucking bears. They are genuinely stupid bears. They create the funniest jobs, though. You can get paid lots of money, and your job merely is to hug these stupid panda babies to make them feel happy. It's like $70,000 a year to be a panda bear hugger. It's just too stupid to exist. Look, Storm, I agreed with you. You said it. Storm, who now needs to be on a federal list because he said he's going to try to kill all the polar bears. Storm said it, and I agreed. I'd hug the pandas. They are not that friendly. What, pandas? No, not adult pandas. The little babies. The idea is that you make the little babies happy so that they don't get stressed out and have a better chance of living. So they kind of are. They're just derpy little baby panda babies. Panda psychologist. Yeah. Also, I think it might be a prerequisite that you know how to speak Chinese since it's in China. I don't think that's a prerequisite, but I mean, even Japan is racist against Americans, so fuck it, probably. Yeah, panda babysitters, that's exactly it. Why the fucking pandas don't speak Chinese? Yeah, but all the other people you work with do, and they're racist. Asians are very racist. Breed them with polar bears and we can have panlars. Oh my god. I don't know why people like we all understand this, right? Genuine question. You understand that Asians are very racist. They're nice about it though. They're very nice. If I could have anyone being racist to me, I think it would be nice Japanese people. I have a sneaking suspicion Chinese people would just kill me. But no, just we are so sorry. Just when they apologize to you so profusely for being racist, that's one of the creepiest things ever. You mean racist? Oh. Yeah, Chinese people don't tolerate the English-speaking people very much. They think they have it all figured out. Breed them with black bears. Twice the bear, double the dirt. A panda with a black bear would just be a black bear? Wouldn't it? Like, what are you breeding out at that point? Just little white spots? Yeah, better the Chinese than the Germans. Oh. Chinese would harvest your kidneys too soon? Oh. All right, so we need the don't drown people safety grate to be finished. How are we doing up here with the ramps? We're caught up so far. Build construction ramp. Do. I was gonna hit X a bunch and slowly move the cursor around. I feel like maybe this is faster. I mean, it's definitely easier. $12 minutes for the people who apparently want to see me suffer doing physical activities. Oh, all right, that one went far. It would be a really dumb like. What if pandas and koalas are sexually able? We just get even more drugged up looking bears? No, you get a bear that couldn't survive. Oh. No offense, Coca-Cola. Breathing with polar bears would look like giant honey badgers, but Mom, biology said no. Giant honey badgers probably take over the world. They don't have posable thumbs. Time for sleeps. All right, Sirlac, thank you so much for coming by. You have a good evening. You stay safe and happy, and you know, safe from the drop bears. But so pandas can only eat if it's from their bamboos. Can't koalas only eat something else? Doesn't pandas can only eat bamboo? Koalas can only eat eucalyptus. They can eat other things, I think, but they can't recognize any other plant because they're just that derpy. So I think if you breed a panda with a koala, you would get a bear that would only eat eucalyptus, but can only digest. Well, I mean, technically a panda can digest anything, but I don't think a panda can digest eucalyptus. So you'd get a panda that would only eat eucalyptus, but couldn't digest it, so they would die. Because eucalyptus is poisonous. So you get a suicidal bear. You get the biggest smooth-brained bear of them all, and it would just poison itself within hours of being born. Oh, and also it suffered from chlamydia right before it died. Well, actually, no, maybe not. Maybe not. If the mother is a koala, then the baby koala eats the mother koala's poop. They get the biobes, the microbiomes, microorganisms. They get the microorganisms to digest eucalyptus. So if the mother is a koala, it might survive. If the mother is a panda, then the panda will keep giving it bamboo and it'll die, or it won't eat it. So you'll have to give it the eucalyptus and then it'll die. First of all, to be clear, we do not willingly drink and intake poisonous substances every day. We seek out that shit. Willingly just makes it seem like it's something we just happen to do. Like we won't seek it out over other shit. You better run, bro. Remember, the pepper is technically supposed to be like poisonous. The pepper is trying to get you to stop eating it. And all around the world, people go, this food is perfectly edible. You know, it'd be better. More shit that doesn't want me to eat it. Thank you, capsaicin. Like, it actively is trying to tell you to stop. And we're just like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'll eat this. Whatever. It's pretty good. Good shit. Quietly gnaws a hole in the walls. For my sweet, a statue of a bear holding a glass of booze. You always ask for the extreme shit and it ain't gonna happen. There's no booze. Specify what you're talking about. Whatever you just asked for don't exist. Image, new image. I can do a bear. What type of bear? You did not specify. I'll wait for you to specify the bear in a second. While you do that, glass, mug, cup, wine, booze. I need the specific bear, and there is no cup, there is no mug, there is no wine, there is no glass. Tankard. Drink. There is drink. I could say drink. Drink is an object. I will say one drink. It's the best I can do. Black bear. All right. Creature. Bear. Black bear. A black bear holding aloft, I think, is raising. It's the best I'm going to get for that. I don't think holding aloft is a genuine thing. There's hanging from, but that's slightly different. Yeah, it's going to have to be raising. The black bear is raising the drink. But I like how mods can see chat requests so we can shame RNG for not completing them. Oh, can you not see them normally? I thought everyone could. Devouring or raising. Which do you want? Or do you want me to try to say both? I thought it could be seen the whole time. Have I increased my public shame? Nope, non-mods cannot see requests once they're entered. Mods can see the entire list. Either works. Devouring. The black bear is devouring the drink. The fenced knives is an image of a drink and a black bear. The black bear is raising the drink. The black bear is devouring the drink. There you go. I'll make your statue. You can actually see how many push-ups are requested somewhere. Nope, non-mods cannot see. Either works, but mods see the log and mark them as done, etc. Oh, you can mark them done for me. Oh. Now I would just need a complete count. I can have the... Because that actually saves me some button presses while it makes it sound like so fucking minor. But switching the control system over to the other computer feels possible for someone else to do them for me. We can also dismiss those and we would have nothing to hold against them. True, we can refund them too if they're insane. It's in their request as well. A little math, but meh. No, all right, so we have another barracks. Is there not a roof on it? Why is there one square? Oh my fucking lord. Are you kidding me? Thought to have the third barracks going. By the way, we don't have enough hunters. I wish for at least 4 more hunters. Where's the hunting skill? Middle of the green. Crossbowman. Sounds to me like you're a hunter. Congratulations. Doggo Dwarf, I will leave you alone. You're all the hunters I already have. That's all we have. Commit. Rolls. Hunter. Where's my haulers? 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. How come those 3 became a hunter, but the crossbowman didn't? How did I see a crossbowman if they weren't here? Where did I make them? There was a dude. Yeah, it says 10. It's one of these, a skull deer. What is a skull deer? Is he another vampire or something? It says hunter. Wait, was he already in the list somehow? Did I somehow have him in as a crossbowman? He was already a hunter. Crossbowman's the military thing because he was active duty. Oh my god. Fine. Deal with 9 for right now. If you think us dismissing them is going to work well, you're wrong. Most requests were made by mods. Dragoman has had a request in there for like 3 hours. Dragoman knows that that request is going to sit in there. He wants a... That is not a proper request. That is... He used that to remind me. That is in the castle. He's wanting a room. I need to get a temple up in there anyways. And he's wanting to turn it into a shrine. So basically he's saying is, hey, wherever you make the shrine, be aware I'm pre-ordering space, essentially. Be aware I'm going to fill it with statues. If you look at that request, I'm assuming you can see the details. That's what that request is. It's not a real request. There's nothing directly requested. He's ordering it on layaway. Never pre-order. EA hasn't EA taught you that? Yes. No, so what might happen is if I never get around to the castle or I never finish the Z level, what's going to happen is at the end of the stream, that particular request will get refunded. I did warn him at the time that it was likely to end up that way because I didn't even have a castle set up yet or anything. But that is what that is. Is there a library? Nope, there's also not a library. I have like proper rooms I do. We do have a shrine, but the shrine is filled. This is our current shrine right now. It's dedicated to like every god. The shaken pregnancy, because of course it is, which is to no particular deity. Oh, I just remembered. Did I get in trouble? Ooh, I never made the area for the Farmers Guild. They wanted an area, and I'm a bad person. I just remembered them. Kind of feel bad. Earlier, you're like, hey, can we have this? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then proceeded to immediately ignore them. I hope this counts and you don't mind. At location, Craft Guild Hall, for the Farmers Guild, for the Farmers Guild. Where, oh, where is the Farmers Guild? Look at that. The Lark of Flight. See, I remember, guys. Agreed to build guild hall. I didn't let you down. I didn't let you guys down yet. It's almost nearly worth plenty already. That's amazing. Just gotta engrave that and I will have sufficiently made them a guild hall. There we go. As soon as we engrave, the worth will go up. But did he pre-order the Digital Deluxe Edition 9000? Who Are My Friends by Domine? I see that one. That one I can do now. Domine, who is sparring? I'm willing to bet your friends are everyone in the military, but we'll try. Domine, somehow you only made 3 friends. Hellfire, Eldritch, and Sirlac. I think they're all in the military. Everyone else, you're just like, man, those guys are dicks. You have long-term acquaintances with Art of Stuttering, Big Orange 415, and Dragoman. Everyone else is a passing acquaintance or worse, and you have no extended family. You pray to Gadol, a male dwarf associated with trade and wealth. Now, I saw the request, so I don't want to see it. Or did one of you hit OK on it already? Am I crazy? Friends. The scatter ideas is not that bad. He caught himself in less than 4 hours. We can't read most of it because your camera covers the text. The scatter ideas? The what ideas? I don't know what you mean. What is the scatter ideas?
Dwarf says he has an amazing idea, but
I like how everyone in chat has taken this moment to you know, the power of Nakama and love conquers all, but what is anyone talking about? Like the fact you assigned the Farmers Guild a spot. Okay. Oh, you're saying it was too far in the northwest, so you couldn't quite see it. It's not much to be bragging about. It's literally just a little tiny thing. How did my camera end up in the upper left anyways? I know that happened like a way long time ago, but it used to be down in the little chat box. There you go. It is a full-blown Grand Guild Hall. We have completed whatever the hell they wanted. Huzzah. Judy became depressed. Aren't we the greatest? The text was about the friends, and your head was covering the friends list.
I'm building an artifact. Give me the workshop.
Oh. So I was reading it, but you couldn't see it. Well, this man claimed a clothier shop. Perhaps he'll make an artifact shirt. He needed that red cloth in particular. Well, if you believe I am lying, I need a quick button for turning off my camera. Bloop. Bloop, that was the wrong one. Bloop. There you go. This is all of Dragoman's friends and family. 1 god, 2 friends, and a close friend. 3 long-term acquaintances and 2 passing acquaintances. That's it. Now, before anything though, I see that we are at the end of a recording session. So, for those of you watching on the YouTube archives when I upload this, thank you so much for watching. Catch you guys next time.